Culturally responsive teaching. Cultural influences on teaching and learning. It is important to be mindful of students' cultural background and differences when creating lesson plans and delivering teaching methods. Depending on a student's background, some cultural differences an educator may notice consist of eye contact or lack thereof, asking questions, different facial expressions, not displaying active listening skills or doesn't seem interested or inattentive, and a refusal to participate in group discussions. All of these are some examples of student behaviors that may result in cultural differences. Cultural competence and what it is. Simply put, cultural competence is the ability to learn and understand cultural differences and honor students' backgrounds. Being culturally competent educator and teaching EL students involves creating a safe learning environment for all students, while respecting students with diverse backgrounds. It goes a long way as an educator to ask questions and educate oneself on a student's cultural background to show them that you care about them and their academic goals and successes. Including diverse learning and reading materials into the lesson plans and overall curriculum is a great way to foster trust between students and teacher. The role of culture in learning. Culture in a student's learning environment is the core foundation in fostering growth mindset, as well as encouraging equity and student engagement. Depending on the culture a student identifies with, the way in which they learn may and will be different than others. Understanding and celebrating these differences is key. Student learning environment. The environment in which a student is learning will have a direct impact on their understanding of concepts and overall academic success. Creating and fostering a classroom that allows and encourages students to try and make mistakes, as well as create a space that feels supportive for all students is a necessity. Strategies for supporting and creating cultural diversity. The first and probably most important thing you could do as an educator trying to create a culturally inclusive classroom and environment is continuing to do personal bias checks. This is saving time for self-reflection, will help with your teaching skills, and will prevent any possible issues between you, the teacher, and the students. Other strategies an educator can do is celebrate cultural differences, including creating a diverse literature section within your classroom library, as well as incorporating history lessons within other subjects for representation. Another way to celebrate students' backgrounds is putting on cultural fair where students can talk about and showcase who they are and their cultural traditions and foods, if the school obviously will allow it. We are doing a multicultural fair at the school that I work at, and we all get to do different tables and bring in food. I'm really excited about it. Supporting the needs of EL students in the classroom. Some strategies for responsiveness to different strengths, needs, and identities of EL students, including special needs students, consist of incorporating different ways of providing instruction and having backup ways of instruction just in case one method doesn't work, you have something to fall back on. Creating a welcoming environment for all students, making them feel safe where they are learning. A great way to do this is by including students' cultural backgrounds into the lessons, interweaving it, so students can make personal connections to the curriculum and to what exactly that they are learning. Building trust again with students and providing students with alternative learning devices such as the use of technology if need be. This can make students feel as though their needs are being met and feeling seen overall, which again builds overall trust between student and teacher. Developing or supporting staff and helping create learning plans or methods to accommodate students, such as creating IEP to support students' academic success. And moving on to opportunities and approaches to meet students and social emotional needs of EL students include Again, creating a safe environment for all students to learn is key for them to thrive in their academics as well as in their social emotional growth. SEL or SEL or social emotional needs of EO students first starts with creating a mutual trust as well as building positive relationships. Another approach to teaching EO students SEL is by incorporating literary materials that focus mainly on communication tools, as well as diving into how to feel, respect, and handle our emotions as they come and go as we experience life. By doing some social engineering and encouraging EL students to work together or to be partner up together to foster overall feelings of community, togetherness, and overall to take up any unnecessary pressure. It is important to understand that as educators, it is our job to help students gain their own understanding of social, emotional, and cultural needs that they may have. To do this, the best thing to do is establish a set of routines within your classroom day. Having set routines and procedures gives students an understanding of expectations and what is going to happen throughout the day. They know exactly specific things that will happen when they come to school every day. Giving students the opportunity to know what to expect reduces overall anxiety so that they can focus on learning. Home and school connections. Family and community practices influence language learning by helping students and their families feel a sense of overall community and belonging. Providing students and families the opportunity to connect with one another also supports social emotional learning. For EL students, incorporating strategies such as storytelling or exploring traditions can help build confidence as well as nurture a student's motivation when it comes to learning a new language. Keeping families and the school's community involved in what is going on at school with their students is crucial for fostering togetherness. Hosting events like cultural festivals, like we're doing at the school I mentioned, or welcoming events, or truly any event where students, parents, teachers can be together and be able to make connections is key in providing opportunities like these. And that is all I have for this presentation. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.